And we are recording. Happy New Year, everyone. It's so good to see all your faces. I know more people are going to be joining as we start in this conversation, but just excited to be here with you. We took a break over the holidays and we're just coming back, I think, after a 4-week break. And I am more excited than ever to share what we have to share with you tonight. My name is Michelle Fletcher, as you can see at the bottom of my screen. And I'm just excited to be able to host this event where we get to hear from other people sharing their experiences and how a movement, which is becoming a huge movement, which has been a movement for a while, but I feel that it's getting bigger and it's like we're climaxing almost. We're getting to a point where it's becoming way larger than ourselves, but every person makes a difference. And so we are on here to share how you or someone you know can empower themselves. And it could be through, them getting healthier physically. It can be through better mental health or financial health. And so I'll just share with you my story. Close to 7 years ago, I was a stay-at-home mom. I had been home for a year. It kind of was not my choice, but kind of the cards I had been dealt. But, everything happens for a reason. I had lost my job in corporate the year before, and I was home with 2 little ones, a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. And I look back now, and I really did need to be home with them at that time. So it was like a blessing in disguise. But at the same time, I had lost my corporate income, and me and my family were in financial distress. And so we were just keeping our head above water pretty much. We were just managing. We were on a strict budget. I mean, budgeting just a trip to Chick-fil-A. Like if we went to Chick-fil-A, I wasn't eating and I might get some fries for the kids. It was serious. And so I was looking for a way to bring some of the gifts that I feel that I have and make an income from it without having to go back into that corporate atmosphere. I had been in corporate for over 10 years in the IT field. And so thank goodness I was blessed to have met a friend of mine who shared a simple way to get healthier, but also to share with other moms, with other families, with all kinds of people. Everyone needs what we offer, a simple way for them to get healthier, but also to get not only physically healthy, but financially healthy. And alongside that is just something else that you wouldn't even imagine or even think of when joining a business and partnering with a company. You wouldn't even think of better mental health, but that has been an outcome of joining this mission. And so it has been 7 years. We had at the time purchased a house that was like, the price was crazy because it was right before the economy crashed. We had lost that house. We had lost cars. It was just crazy. But to be in a place where I am today, where I have locked arms with this company, locked arms with a community of amazing people, and now to be in a new house and to be so much financially more fit than I was then, because honestly, we were making a lot of money, but we were spending a lot of money too. And now I feel like that was a lesson learned, and now we make a little less, but guess what? We have so much more. And this business has taught us so much. And it has really been a blessing because it has given me time. It has given me quality time with my family, with my kids, where I'm not running back and forth to a 9 to 5, but where I kind of set my own schedule. But also to pursue my passion and to see the quality of other people's lives change, whether it be physically through them using what we have, and I'm about to share what that is, or financially by them joining in on this mission and helping other people get healthier, and then noticing that they are also earning an additional income that is making a difference. I mean, what could an extra $500 do for you? And so with all that being said, the company that I joined, and some of the women on here that you see their faces have joined, is called Juice Plus. They are all about plant-based nutrition, because guess what? We are not getting enough fruits and vegetables in our diet. We can't get enough. And I was just sharing this with someone earlier. She was like, I'm such a clean eater. I eat well. But yet she gave me a list of over like 10 health issues that she has. And I was just like, we live in a time where what our grandparents were eating 50 years ago is not what we're eating. We're not getting the high quality nutrition of food that they were eating straight from the land. Things are not allowed to vine ripen. Things have been sprayed, even though they may be labeled organic. Like, it's just crazy. And we don't have control over some of that unless you're growing your own, which is something that we can offer to you too. But I'm just excited. I don't want to sit here and share just my story, but I would love for you guys to hear other women's stories that are so impactful. And I'm going to go into a bit more detail about what Juice Plus is. It's amazing. It's what keeps me and my family on track. It's what keeps us out of the doctor's office. And we have to be reminded to go for wellness visits because my kids don't even get sick. And they're in elementary. What elementary kid doesn't get sick? Or if they do, it lasts like 1 or 2 days and it disappears. So with all that being said, I am so excited to introduce our first speaker, Ebonie. I see her, she has on here Ebonie Nicole, but I know her by Ebonie Bender. And she is just a phenomenal woman. She's in California. I'm on the East Coast, so she's 3 hours behind us. She says it's like 6 o'clock. It's like the middle of the day for her. But she is also a marketing executive. She's in corporate, and she's a mom and a wife. But yet she has grabbed a hold of this business opportunity and is making it her own. So Ebonie, with that being said, I would love for you to share with us your story.
Thanks for having me, Michelle. And thanks everybody for joining the call tonight. Like Michelle said, my name is Ebonie Bender. I'm from California. And I have 2 boys that are athletes. So it's only fitting that I learned about Juice Plus through my oldest son's track club. And this was back in 2011. So when they came and shared with us, it honestly and truthfully went in one ear and out the other. It was great information, but I did not see the value in the products at that time. And so fast forward to 3 years after that, when my friend Crystal shared with me, and I'm like, it didn't even dawn on me that I had heard about this product before. But with both of my boys being athletes, they put a lot of wear and tear on their body. They, just for example, my oldest son who plays football, they practice 5 days a week. They have games on Saturdays, and the practices are 2 hours long. Games are anywhere from 3 hours to 4 hours long. That's a lot of wear and tear on an athlete's body. And there's so many people that I know that have athletes, ranging from age 4 to, and my lights went out, sorry, ranging from little bitty kids to college, and even I have some friends that have NFL kids. So it's a lot of wear and tear on their body. And my kids at the time were very picky. They were not eating the variety of fruits and vegetables that they should have been eating. So even when Crystal shared it with me, though, in all honesty, I was skeptical. My husband was skeptical. We're like, come on, this can't be true. Like, we'll just go buy some more fruits and vegetables. But thinking about it more and buying fruits and vegetables for a family of 4, we're supposed to have 7 to 13 servings every day. That is very costly. So when that light bulb clicked for me and I realized that I could bridge the gap, I could still buy those fruits and vegetables, but I could bridge the gap between what they were supposed to be getting as athletes versus what they were actually getting. It was very little bit. And they're able to get it for free. I was sold, and I haven't looked back since. 2 weeks into my youngest taking the gummies, I realized and noticed that I wasn't having to wipe his nose every couple of hours because he had really bad allergies. And when it dawned on me that I wasn't pulling tissue out of my purse and having to keep a wad of tissue in my purse to make sure that his nose was clean, I was like, okay, this is legit. My oldest son had really bad reaction to grass, and whenever he would play football, after practice I would have to load his eyes up with eye drops because they would start overnight. When he woke up in the morning, they would be swollen and red and whatever. So I wasn't having to use eye drops anymore. So after that, and I just couldn't, I had to join the business. I didn't want to keep this from any other athlete parents, and that's my mission. My mission is to share with as many athletes as possible, and it also is to make sure that my kids have the best product in their body that will allow them to be successful athletes, or even if they don't want to continue on after, you know, their young years of athletics, when they grow up, they will be able to succeed in life because their body is well taken care of and fueled with the right. And then the business allows me to, I don't know if any of you have athletes or kids in sports, but it is very costly. Yes, Michelle, exactly. It's very costly. I mean, even just to go watch my own son play basketball, I have to pay $10 to get in, and parking and all that. So this business allows me to work my 9-to-5 job and then supplement that income with extra money that allows me to help them pay for extra training or go on trips to tournaments in other states. So I'm just so grateful for that. I'm grateful for my friends sharing it. I'm grateful that Michelle is, you know, has this call to help other women, empower other women. And yeah, I'm so excited about sharing it with more athletes.
Thank you. Thank you. I totally feel you, Ebonie. My daughter plays travel sports, travel soccer, and my son plays every rec sport possible. So it's just crazy the amount of money that accumulates with them playing sports, and you driving from like 3 hours to up to who knows where they're going to have you go for them to play a game or be in a tournament. So those costs add up, and it's nice to have like that change sitting on the side that you can put towards that. So thank you so much for sharing your story, Ebonie. I want to share a few statistics with you guys. So I heard a really amazing financial analyst speak not too long ago, and he shared some statistics that really stood out to me. And then I found a few others that I was like, wow, this is incredible. But it's just something to think about. So for those of you that are like middle-aged, I consider myself to be, I think I'm middle-aged, I'm 41. So there's a statistic that says that 80% of women will experience widowhood by the age of 57. And 80% of Americans have more debt than assets. And we all know that the cost of college is rising. I look at the cost of college now compared to when I graduated, and it blows my mind. It's like 3 times as much versus when I was in school. We see that 57% of Americans do not have enough cash to cover a $500 unexpected expense. That is crazy. It is like one of the first things that they share with you if you partner with us is an easy way to make $500 a month. And I have learned over these years that $500 a month can keep people from losing their house. It can keep you from some serious debt. Like, it's a nice chunk of change to have. And it can be a new car. It can be a car payment. So all those things, like, it adds up. And it's just nice to have that cushion if necessary. Then something that blows my mind is that the number of consumers aged 60 and older with student loan debt has quadrupled over the last decade. And that's according to the Financial Protection Bureau. And let me see. The average woman spends 15% of her working years outside of the workforce caring for children and elderly parents compared to the average man's, which is 1.6%. So, you know, there's a lot of weight on our shoulders as women. And it's always good to know that there's something out there that could possibly help relieve that stress. Because, you know, that's a mental health issue. Stressing about finances, that can break up marriages. But when you know you have that to fall on, it can make things so much easier. So what is this Juice Plus that Ebonie and Michelle are talking about? Juice Plus is 30 fruits and vegetables that have been juiced. The water, the sugar, and the salt have been taken out, and they've been left with those concentrated powders, non-GMO, no herbicides, pesticides used in any of these fruits and vegetables. They've all been allowed to vine ripen. They put them in capsules, and they put them in different blends, a fruit blend, a vegetable blend, and a berry blend with grapes. And they also have chewables, which my kids have been eating for the past almost 7 years. They taste like candy to me, but they're vegetables and fruits, and they taste really good. And my kids have been eating them for 7 years and they do not have cavities. I hear people say, oh, well, no, they don't. They dissolve in your mouth just like anything, but they definitely dissolve because it's food. It's actually food. Everything has a nutrition label. And then we also have an amazing plant-based shake, which is like one of the best meals you can possibly eat in a day. And this was quoted by Dr. Sears, who's considered America's pediatrician. He's like one of the pediatrician advisors to the prince in England and his wife. Like, he is just an amazing pediatrician, very knowledgeable. And for him to make that statement is huge. But we know from what ingredients are in that shake, it's amazing. And we use it for something called the shred, where we drink it twice a day. We're taking the capsules. It's a whole detox and it's ridding your body of toxins, but it just does so many good things. And can you just imagine getting 45 fruits and vegetables in your body every day? Like, what would you feel like? I feel amazing. I am 41. I started when I was like 30, let me do the math, like 34 on Juice Plus, and I feel so good. I've always been into fitness. I've always been into health. But I know when I was in my 20s and early 30s, I was feeling like worn out by the middle of the day. I was tired. I needed a nap. And now I go all day and I feel great. And I sleep good at night too. So with all that being said, I would love to introduce our second speaker. She's so dynamic. She is part of the military, was part of the military. You're always part of the military once you're part of the military. She is a wife. She is a speaker all around the country. She is just something else. Like, I can't even, she's so good. I don't even want to go into too much detail. I'm just going to let you hear for yourself. Like, you have to listen to her. Her name is Beverly Grandison. I'm so glad she's on with us tonight. She's laughing, but I have to call you out. You're so good. But please share with us your experience. You have been doing this even longer than me, and you just have such an amazing story.
Oh, wow. Michelle, thank you. Gosh, you know what? I'm just so excited right now. I can't even sit still and breathe straight, okay? All those accolades are only because I am literally around an amazing group of people that iron sharpens iron. And it has, wow. 2018 is an extraordinary year. Oh my gosh. Last year was phenomenal. 7 completion, 8 new beginnings. And if you aren't excited right now about what's going on, just overall in our country and locally where you are absolutely missing the boat. So Michelle, thank you again for this amazing opportunity as always, because this is what this is about, really touching people. And I want to come from a different angle this time, because recently something just happened to me that really, really even put more of a spark under my behind to really just be bold, bodacious, and take no prisoners. We just lost another classmate, and we're all 47. So 47 is not the age to be losing people, okay? And probably something very preventable. But the crazy thing was, this girl reached out to me, like, actually 2 years ago. We had started talking again, and she reached out to me. I guess she'd been watching my posts and said, hey, you know, I really need to get healthy. So I sent her to Healthy Living Revolution and said, hey, you know, we need to connect. And we never connected. And that thing has riveted me. And I love that Michelle earlier added that what if. Laura Slocum has this what if video. If you haven't seen that, watch that video, because you never want to be that person. I felt it. My husband always has said that in talks. He's like, I don't want to be that what if. What if I had just, you know, followed up even better? I don't know. And I know I don't control time and when people leave Earth and all that good stuff. But guys, what we're doing here is so critical. And 13 now, almost 15 years ago when this journey started for me, as Michelle mentioned, I was in the military, jumping out of planes, running 4 or 5 miles a day, thought I was the bionic woman. And for you younger millennials, I see some of y'all on this call, y'all know Wonder Woman. She's in the box office. So needless to say, I'm going to fast forward my story because chronic fatigue had set in. They didn't know what was going on. Then half my face, half my taste sensories disappeared and couldn't lift anything in my right hand. So ran further tests, ruled out a whole bunch of stuff, ended on an autoimmune disease. And multiple sclerosis was nowhere in my family. My husband had Crohn's, which is another autoimmune disease. And so we had to make some major lifestyle changes. If you don't know your neighbors, you are dead wrong. Go meet your neighbors this year, okay? Go talk to your neighbors. My neighbors were the people who were the catalysts for this whole journey to happen, the weebies, who treat us like their kids, cared enough about us to say, hey, sit down, listen to this information. And it made sense to us because we knew our bodies needed more nutrition to fight. So we embraced the lifestyle. We embraced the Juice Plus lifestyle and the habits, a lot of prayer. And today, no meds. I obviously have all my energy back. I brag, I can hang with the best of y'all 20-something-year-olds. And man, the lives we've been able to impact. My husband has had no flare-ups. I mean, guys, this stuff is real. The business is real. You treat this business like you treat this company, this what you have in your hand as a business, it will treat you right. At the top of the company is a full corporate benefits package. I don't know any other company that does that. I'm working my husband out of his job this year, and that's the goal. We are aligning everything in place for that to happen so that we can even impact even more lives. When I tell y'all that I'm so proud of Michelle for doing this every week, we almost have a call every week we have a call every day of the week. There's no excuse why people can't get in front of the information or get the information in front of people. This job truly has enabled me, the residual income, to definitely fuel my dreams, my other dreams of, a lot of other things I'm doing with my professional counseling degree and working with the Boys and Girls Clubs, volunteering. I get to do that because I have that income coming in. I tell people, I'm not your broke housewife now. I have means coming in. And so it's just been a real blessing, this business. And I will just challenge you this year to step outside of your comfort zone and really care more about people in your lives, get on their nerves, because now my family is finally coming around. They're hearing from different sources and they're saying, this is what Beverly's always been saying. And so needless to say, I'm going to, because I'm fired up right now, really. I mean, I'm nonstop. It's just been a lot of amazing things happening. This is the momentum and this is the time, y'all. So jump on this bandwagon, get your friends and everybody on this bandwagon, and let's impact lives globally, okay? So hopefully, Michelle, I didn't get into a lot of detail, a lot of stuff, but hopefully that's, need anything. And I'm excited. I'm excited to lock arms with you ladies and the gents that's going to be on calls also. So thank you.
I am excited too. And I'm always extra excited when I hear Beverly speak because she gets you pumped up, but she speaks in truth. And that is the truth. What if you didn't share something with someone that drastically could change their life? But those of you that may just be taking a glimpse into what this is, you see all these faces on here. I mean, this is an amazing community of people. Everyone you meet just brings something to the table and just lifts you up. And it definitely is iron sharpening iron. And it's so funny that Beverly mentioned a video, because that video I plan to end with tonight. So Juice Plus has been around for over 25 years. Actually, they're going to be celebrating their 25th anniversary this year. But the company itself has been around for 45 years. And they have made over 13 billion. They are privately owned. The way they set up their marketing plan is so that it benefits us the most. They are giving away benefits packages at the top of the compensation plan that are better than the benefits packages I got in corporate. And I mean, I worked for some great companies in corporate. It's just amazing. Tuition reimbursement for your children, for family members. They even take care of if you have someone in your house that needs to be taken care of, like an elderly or a parent. It's just amazing the amount of things that they give back to us. And then there's just so many opportunities to make even more than what is listed on the compensation plan. Yearly bonuses during the holidays. So I would definitely ask you to take the time to take a look at this business. Whoever invited you on here is because they care about you. They saw something in you that they feel would make you an amazing person, a person that is servant-hearted, wants to help others, and to see you grow, because all within this is it is a personal growth opportunity. I am definitely not the person I was 7 years ago. I am now hosting Zooms with so many people on it and speaking in front of all of you guys. I think I would have shied away from that 7 years ago, but that is what has happened. And I don't know if that would have happened in corporate, because they don't really focus on your personal development as much as you making what they want you to make for them. So with all that being said, I loved this what if video, and you can hear how lives were changed from this video of someone named what is her name? Slocum, Lori Slocum. Hold on, I'm going to share my screen so you guys can hear this. Share. Hold on, I'm catching up with technology. Okay.
6.5 years ago, my friend Jeff Roberti invited me to a Juice Plus conference. He said to me, Lauren, just come and see what it's all about. And if you're not interested, you can at least say that you gave it a strong no. What if I had said no to Jeff like I had for 17 years? What if? What if I hadn't called my friend Amanda, who was diagnosed with lupus at 26 years old? What if I hadn't have read Nikki's post on Facebook about her taking her daughter Aurora again to the hospital? Aurora has spinal muscular atrophy, the #1 genetic killer of kids under the age of 3. What if I hadn't told Nancy, who had several miscarriages? What if we hadn't contacted Ruth, whose daughter Faith had open heart surgery at the age of 8? What if I hadn't picked up the phone so many times to call the people that I love from around the world and offer them this opportunity to be a part of this business? What if I decided that, oh, they're going to say no? I just kept asking myself, what if we could work with a company that always had our back and supported us to be successful? What if we could work every day with the people that we love the most, no matter where in the world that they are? What if we had the power to shape our lives and our own destiny, to spend more time with our family and friends, and make money and have fun doing it? What if we could change people's lives and their health for the better globally? What if we could make that kind of difference? Thank you to all of my incredible team for your hard work over these past 6.5 years and so many unforgettable, fabulous moments that we've created together. My sideline support and friends, thank you for everything. We will never have to wonder what if, because we do it together every single day with Juice Plus. It's true. The best is yet to come. Or you caught me. I'm never eating. Hang on. Okay, I'm done. It's really good. I told you. Kidding me?
I had to show that last 30 seconds because that is how we act with the gummies. I don't know who has the gummies in their house, but I go into my kids' gummies and I act a fool sometimes. It's my sweet fix. But what if, guys, what if this is like something that could totally change the trajectory of your life? It has for me and for so many others. And I say, take a good look at this. There's a lot of things out there, but this is different. This is a lot different. And you're amongst people that lock arms with you, that want to see you rise to the top, that want to help you meet whatever goals you have. And, you know, those goals can be small at first, because I know for me, mine were so small. I just wanted to help pay for what I was using. And it has turned into something so much larger. And to see so many people that are changing their lives financially and physically is just amazing. So thank you so much for being on tonight. Love seeing all your faces and some of your names. But this is something we do every week. So if you know of a friend that you would think would love this information, definitely invite them to be on with us next Thursday. And I'm going to unmute everyone so that you can say goodnight. Here we go. There we go.
Good night.
Good night.
Virginia.
See you.
Happy 2008.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.